you know, look a lot faster on this turf than what they would have like on natural grass.
Yeah, but I mean, there was just the separation after the first hit. You know, they were able to separate from us. You know, whether it was a block, whether it was a tackle. You know, their athleticism, you know, really makes a big difference. And you know, the numbers and them being able to tune and do some things like that make it tough also.
Talk about their line, both offensive and defensively. It just seemed size, technique, they just had everything there.
Defensively, they're just so fast. You know, they're team speed on defense. You know, they're just flying to the football. You know, they need a little seam to make something happen. Offensively, you know, they're into you, and then, you know, all the skill kids are just so athletic. They can separate.
You mean into you with their blocks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're off the ball. They're physical.
I was on the sideline for the game. You were saying a lot of stuff like keep your feet moving and get on the body, and that again, is that just them storming past your blocks?
You know, it's something like, you know, majority of our games we're fast enough to make contact and then move a little bit. Today you had to make contact and sprint, you know, and that's a big adjustment for the kids to make. It's not something we can replicate at practice. You know, like we were caught flat-footed a lot on tackles, you know, but it's their athleticism does a great job. I'm proud of my kid. My kids fought. You know, they gave us everything they had.
How tough is Williams? It seems him and some of their other players. You guys look like you had them wrapped up for a loss.
Yeah,
they would just bounce left or right and either get a gain or a touchdown.
He's a Division I running back. You know, there's no doubt about that. And South Carolina was here today. I saw Coach Mangus. He's a Division I back.
Well, I'm Mark from the Morning Calls. The first time I've seen you guys this year, but I wanted to gauge your sense of how, if you think this team exceeded what you expected of them.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You know, I mean, we always, I mean, I've been part of Penarville football for a long time, man. I mean, we set our goals high. We have high expectations, but this is a group that, you know, this is, last year, going into the season, everything we talked about in the weight room was West Catholic. We wrote that down and knew that we were going to be here, you know, and that the difference going into this season, you know, we talk league championship, we talk things like that. I wasn't brave enough, you know, to start talking about playing West Catholic, to start playing about Imhotep or anything with those kids. We were young. We started off with eight new starters each side of the ball. You know, and I tell you, we were holding their hands coming out of the locker room at Salkin in the second half with 4 injuries. I'm not kidding. I mean, it was like, you know, walking them through the steps of what we had to do, and to end up here today after that, you know, end of August, it's a hell of an accomplishment.